The Grand Inquisitor.
You fought well yesterday. Your style is unorthodox.
The Grand Inquisitor.
You see that 10-year-old? That 10-year-old black math prodigy got shot and got gunned down and whatnot. Hold on, let me get you. That's sad. That's just sad. Let me mute that.
That's a brain drain.
Oh, I gotta wait on your ad to finish playing. My bad.
No, I was saying that's a brain drain. We can't afford to have to lose.
It's for Nordic Track, one of the ride machines. There it is.
No, I was saying to your point with the little boy. I said that's a brain drain we can't afford to have as a people. Like
10-year-old black math prodigy shot down, gunned down over a dispute over a parking space.
Oh, that's what that video I heard about. Yeah,
he's 10 years old. Was 10 years old. Don't you think it's kind of strange that always seems like the bright spots in the black ranks are the ones that get shot and killed over something stupid, something tragic. That one girl that was working on developing scientific stuff, and they had a freak car accident with her mom. Front wheel came off, went through the guardrail, car turned over in the creek, and they both drowned. And you just what? Just happen to be at that right spot. Because, once you hit the thing about me doing crash accident scene stuff, you don't want your accident to happen on the you want it to happen on the passenger side. Not because of physical thing, it's because of steering. Mm-hmm. Because your rack and ball is on your side. Mm-hmm. The master cylinder for the brakes and your hydraulic brakes is on your side. Mm-hmm. So you can lose the wheel and all the stuff on the other side, but if you're still cognizant, you can control the vehicle. Mm-hmm. You hit that rack and pinion on driver's side, dude, you're along for the ride. And lost the wheel, crashed through the guard rail. It caught the end of the rail, spun the car over around, and it landed upside down in the creek. And the only reason they had the windows down, her sister said during the news press, is her air conditioning went out on the car the day before.
Damn.
What a crazy turn.
That's one of those. What part of God's plan is that? How does that fit into the master scheme of things?
You know what my sister said?
What'd she say?
She said that scientist chick said she was going to bring forth the next plague. That's what my sister said. Hmm. And the heart that she had, the living, breathing fabric. She's not a God person. Mm-hmm. She like that living, breathing fabric, for lack of better words, felt a disturbance in the force, and it was her. She was to disturb. Hey, ways you remember this? More deep? You mean the king? No, Paul. More deep. We want him dead. We were not here. I did not say that was the guilt navigator.
Yeah.
The guilt navigator.
Yeah.
And what did the king? Why do they want more deep dead? But you found out at the end of the movie because he, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what she said. She said the fabric knew that because she was on everything and she was just this prodigy, and big brainy people flying her all over the place and coming in, and died in a freak accident.
That's crazy.
Freak accident killed her and her mother.
Hmm. So,
hey y'all. Wait a minute, you ain't do your thing. I am cute. Hey, Jay Brown. Hey, Melvin Hine. Hey.
It ain't number like 5 people in the chat.
Oh, they all scared because they saw what you done on Red yesterday. So
Nah, it's all good. No, we're
I'm
good.
just playing. I'm
Yeah,
just playing. Hey, Cece.
Critical race theory is somehow every few years it rears its head. Give me your interpretation of it first. Secondly, do you agree? And then how is it being pretty much weaponized again this go around?
Well, I have to the critical race theory thing is, to me, now wait a minute. Let me give you the official, then I'm gonna give you what I think. But cause you know you know people backbite us, right? Yeah, well, y'all didn't do that, you know, but when they there, they ain't got nothing to say. Critical race theory, intellectual movement, loosely organized framework of legal analysis based on the premise that race is not a natural biological grounded feature of physically distinct subgroups of human beings, but a socially constructed, culturally invented category that is used to oppress and exploit people of color. Critical race theorists hold that the law and institutions in the United States, now see, because it ain't because they suck. But it didn't say that. I said that. Critical race theory, United States are inherently racist insofar as they function to create and maintain social, economic, and political inequalities between whites and non-whites, especially African Americans. Now that's from Britannica.com. So this ain't from no, you know what I'm saying? No, that's Britannica.com. Okay. You got it? Okay,
I got it.
Can I do my part?
Yes, do your part. Go in.
It's bullshit. Look. The critical race theory thing, they first started that like around the 60s, right?
Uh-huh.
It started in the United States. Okay. We know what was going on in the United States during the 60s.
Right.
Between the races. Now, when you have the guy, one of the I'm having a brain cramp. Rules for Radicals. All right. When you use Rules for Radicals, when you use never let a crisis go to waste as a basis for coming up with something, this is the part that everybody forget about. They had a workshop of critical race theory in the late 80s. Half of the board members were self-described socialists or communists. Sly, that should have been the end of it right there. But you know why it ain't? The end? Because people look. The people that want to believe it, that read it, but they figure it'll benefit them, they ain't gonna say nothing about it. And they know, and I hate to say this, I take no glee in saying this. They know the average Negro don't read. Okay. Critical legal studies was an actual movement during the same time that CRT came along. It had some of the same members, and they're an offshoot of a socialist group called CLS. How about that? How about that? Legal realism, and they tried to make a course called legal realism and make it a part of schools' civic curriculum. They wanted it to be part of the public school system. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God damn it! Now, well, who gonna? Not now! Not now! Not now! Okay, yeah, he good. I deal with him. That's one of my homies in Detroit. So basically, we want to force it. They wanted, you had a group of that their core, they were socialists at their core, to put CLS as a part of the school curriculum taught in every school. Now, so basically they want to teach, you want to teach Whitey that you're bad, even though you may not have done nothing. And you want to teach the blacks that Whitey don't like you just because you black, because this book says so. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wait a minute. So this is the part that a lot of people always get. They say, look, they want to talk about you're being oppressed and you exploited a color, critical race theorists, and legal institutions. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the chick that's holding the scale with the blindfold on, Lady Justice or whatever the hell her name's supposed to be. Me and you and I both know that there's been some things that's skewered where it's dudes that went to the pen for some bullshit. We know this. Yeah. But we also know there's some motherfuckers that should be in the pen that ain't.
Without question.
Dude, I don't know if they still lie. It's been a while. I know actual shooters. I mean, goons. You get addiction. Let me look up the word goon, and you, it's his picture in the book. You know what I mean? Straight up goons. They ain't in the pen. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in the pen. But then this one over here in the pen behind some bullshit. I done something, and if and the only reason I done it because of Quasi 100, shout out to Quasi, said he gave a case number and said to look it up. This was years ago. Do you know most wrongful imprisonments of 10 years or more with black men has something to do with a woman?
Yeah.
I was messed up.
Yeah.
I was thinking murder, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Manslaughter, but he didn't do it.
Right.
Bank robbery, but he didn't do it. Yeah, and quite some of them is that. But the lion's share, it wasn't even close. It was false testimony of the opposite sex. Ain't that, and if a Quasi, and I shout out to him, I will admit, because I never would have looked that up if he didn't say nothing.
The only reason I even was a privy to it because my brother's an attorney. He was helping a friend of his.
Yeah, well, you got inside. You got inside baseball. So yeah, with a brother that's an attorney, my brother's a steel worker. You know, I mean, come on. But bruh, and so I'm like, wait a minute. So here we go again. Now that leads me back to me saying this all the time when dudes be talking, and I be doing my videos. Who called the police? When people's, man, they came over here and they done. Who called them? They came over and Jeriquavius was just, who called them? You know what I'm saying? And what's his name? Zonteri. Who names these people? You know, who called them? She did. Yeah. So now, is that an excuse for you getting a fucked up court and going to jail for something you didn't do? No, but they wouldn't arrest you for doing the do if she didn't tell them that you did. And why do you let them sit there so long before you admit? I guess she like, well, damn, I'm about ready to die. I got breast cancer and I got this and I'm gonna die. Let me go ahead and tell the truth. Sly didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And know what they ought to do? When they take that person out of jail, they need to put her ass in. Right? Whatever time that he had, or we gave him 20, he done 10. You owe us 10. You know, you owe us his last 10. Because they need their money. You know, they get their money off of her and shit. Slide, this critical race theory shit is bullshit. And the reason I call it bullshit, because you have to look at who the creators of it is and what it's created for. It's just that simple. What do you plan on achieving? What's your end game, Brian Banks? What's your end game of this theory? You know, it's all it's a circle. Look, you know how a centrifuge works, right? Mm-hmm. Speed or not, if it keeps spinning long enough, something's gonna separate,
yeah,
and come out. When you wash, when you put your clothes in the washing machine, and you left something in the pockets, it's still in the pockets, mm-hmm. but it comes out when it's in the dryer. Because you remove the moisture, mm-hmm. and that centrifuge is going, and that's all this. All this shit is to separate you from your money. Go ahead.
So for those blacks that actually believe this and take this to heart,
mm-hmm.
are these the non-readers?
Yeah, they're mouth breathers. They're knuckle dry, or they know it's bullshit,
and they got piece of the agenda for it. Okay.
They stand to
gain something from it.
To gain something. I can let me give you a name of people. Let me give you a list. I'm glad I thought of this. And I know I'm not brilliant, but I'm just thinking, where to go? I'm going to give you a list. Our message. What do you mean about no leadership? Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. God damn it. Okay, hold on a second, Sly. I'm fucking up. Members. There we go. Duh. Some of these people you may have heard of. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Eleanor Holmes Norton, Democrat, Washington, D.C. Maxine Waters, Democrat, California. Sanford D. Bishop, Democrat, Georgia. James Clyburn, Democrat, South Carolina. Eddie Bernice Johnson, Democrat, Texas. Bobby Rush, I hate that mother. You know who he is. You used to live under him.
Yes.
Democrat, Illinois. Bobby Scott, Democrat, Virginia. Benny Thompson, Democrat, Mississippi. Sheila Jackson Lee, my goofball ass chick down here, shit.
Well, Democrat. Let me stop you. Wasn't she like a maverick at one point when she first came into office? Wasn't she like I'm gonna buck the system? And she had all these grandiose aspirations for the upliftment of black people. Or
no, that was just during the election.
Okay, go ahead.
That was just during the election.
Okay.
She capitulated. She already had her plan in place, and actually there were people calling her out that saw the plan, but again, they don't read.
Okay.
Danny Davis, Illinois. Gregory Meeks, New York. Barbara Lee, California. David Scott, Georgia. G.K. Butterfield, North Carolina. Emmanuel Cleaver, Missouri. Al Green, another one, Texas. Gwen Moore, Wisconsin. Yvette Clark, New York. Hank Johnson, that's the one talking about Guam gonna turn over. Mm-hmm. Remember him about the island being too much stuff on it and make the island turn over? That's him. Hank Johnson, Democrat, Georgia. Andre Carson, Indiana. What the last one? It's three more. Brenda Lawrence, Michigan. Cory Booker, New Jersey. Where'd he go?
These all sound very liberal.
Oh, there it is. Ilhan Omar. I knew I was forgetting her. Lauren Underwood, she fence straddling. She from Illinois too. She's straddling the fence. She trying to play both sides. And Ilhan Omar. Mm-hmm. Now, all of them, what do all of them have in common? All of them subscribe to this theory. All of them are Democrats. All of them are liberals. All of them are holding Democrat positions in offices that have to get reelected in. And every last one of them rule over a district that's shit.
That's right.
So how could Slide? This should be the end of the stream. We ought to be able to say, thanks y'all for coming.
Coming out. Have a good night. God bless.
Yeah. That should be the end. I mean, you think about, like, wait a minute. Why are all these black people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're all black. Every last one of them. And they're all Democrats. And they're all elected, not selected, elected Democrats. Okay? Not one Republican, not one independent, not one. And who they gonna tell you is the problem? Republicans. Mm-hmm. But who run their districts? They do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what are they? Democrats. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we ought to be able to go, good night, y'all. Thanks. I hope y'all learned something. See you later. I mean, but that should be enough right there. So wait a minute. So the CRT doesn't affect you, but you telling me I need to listen to it because it affects me, but I'm black like you, and it don't affect you. Mm-hmm. You live in a mansion, and you telling me that I need to pay attention to critical race theory because Whitey is keeping me from being. So I got a black state representative that's been elected, been a state representative for almost 30 freaking years, telling me that Whitey keeping you from positions like that.
Right.
You ain't even got it. You shouldn't even have to know politics that much to go, wait a minute. Wait. You know what I mean? Are you fucking kidding? I mean, excuse me. Are you freaking kidding me? But like I said, there's the grievance. There's money to be made in the grievance industry. But first, you must prove your worth as a foot soldier. It's just like a gang, right? You gotta prove. You just ain't gonna come in, right off the bat. Oh, you can't do that yet. You ain't earned your stripes. Mm-hmm. So you gotta be a foot soldier first. You gotta beat the pavement. You gotta be a community organizer in Illinois that went to Occidental. Mm-hmm. You know who that was?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you get in on the inside. Two people right off the top of right off the rip that's been on the inside for the longest. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, right? Mm-hmm. White America is so bad that they allowed Jesse Jackson to run for president.
Yeah. Told you we are somebody and we African Americans.
And he gonna coin the phrase. That's why I tell people, don't call me. I said, okay, African American. I said, were you born before Jesse Jackson ran for president? Yeah. So what were you before he said it on national TV?
There you go.
Y'all, but the thing is, the white power structure doing this. Let's see which way they go. Because the only thing they got to do is shift. They ain't got to do a whole bunch of movement. They're the center. They're not the point guard. Point guard got to chase a motherfucker all over the field.
Right.
The center, the only thing he got to do is protect the basket, guard the paint. Right. That's it.
Yep.
He got the least amount of ground to travel. So Sly, answer me. God dang it. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There he is. Sly, I got a question. Sly, how can you owe millions? How can you owe $10 million in taxes, but you're not in jail? But don't you have to make money to have to owe millions of dollars in back taxes?
Okay, so wait, did you hear the theory that he stole $1 million that was supposed to be used to fund something else, and he pocketed the money, and that's how they got him in cahoots to get rid of King, because they had They threatened him with jail time. The tax thing is.
He was a dope pipeline in Chicago anyway.
Yeah,
they got
okay.
the CIA. I'd seen the CIA tapes before they just. Oh, that's right, because y'all had that storage vault there in Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah.
And all those things were destroyed. Damn, Sly, you think y'all would have had a damn fire suppression system or have those in flame-proof boxes? You believe them, don't you? That they burned up? You believe them, don't you?
Of course not.
No. Wait, Sly. There's a black Suburban outside your window. Wait, he hanging. His next move on your answer. Yes, we believe that's what happened. Yes. Because know what he gonna tell you, that guy in the black Suburban? When you walk outside him, he gonna do this. That's all he gonna do. He ain't gotta say nothing. You know what he's saying. How many fingers am I holding up? 4. You know
whatever you want me to say, whatever.
Bruh. To owe money and back taxes mean you had to make money in taxes. So if you owe over $1 million in taxes, it's like you made a lot of money.
Yeah.
To owe over $1 million.
Yeah.
You owe a lot of money. So you owe this. It's no big secret. You ain't in hiding. You on TV. You're on MSNBC. You got your own fucking show. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means the rules are for thee and not for me.
That's right.
So if critical race theory is set up for the black man to fail, how is this man owe over $1 million to the federal government, and he got a television show on TV, and he's an ambulance chaser for every time when somebody black this that he should have went to jail over that Tawana Brawley thing.
Hands down.
He should have went to jail, but he didn't. So I'm supposed to believe all those people whose name I listed, they're all black. They all support critical race theory, but it didn't affect them. That's just as bad as saying, Sly, you need to get that vaccine. You need them 2 shots. Get your first shot, and what is it? 2 weeks later, I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then in 2 weeks later, you need to get your shot. I'm your congressman. God damn it! Then you ask him, but sir, did you get the shot? Don't you question me, Sly. God damn it! Who the hell you think? Oh, I keep forgetting your what's his name? Well, you would Mad Maxine now, so you ain't even with what's his name no more in Illinois.
Nah, no more Bobby Rush.
You ain't with Bobby Rush now. You with Mad Maxine.
Clearly, I went from bad to worse.
Yeah, okay, that's like, okay, Sly, would you rather get hit with a claw hammer or a ball peen hammer? You like, what's the difference? You still hit me with a hammer. Sly, why would anybody listen to someone that's pushing critical race theory who's obviously black? They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. There is no retribution for them being wrong. There's no retribution for their wrongdoing. You went out here and stirred up a riot and told your BLMers and the Antifa people to attack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trumpers everywhere you go. Don't let them sleep. Go to their house. Go to where they work. Go to where they shop. You said it on the video was still up.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened. They done what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Now she can easily say, well, I didn't tell them to go and burn down. What city was that in Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't tell him to burn it. Yes, you did. You went there. You went there. When he did, yep. That's what you went there. You said it. Now, if critical race theory was a thing, why isn't she in jail? Why isn't Al Sharpton in jail? Jesse Jackson, you took Rainbow Coalition money because there were some government entities that matched the donations. You used that money to house your side chick who you knocked up after she told you she wasn't going to get an abortion. That was a smart. Now, I'm a pro-life thing, but you know why she ain't abort that baby. You know why she ain't abort that baby.
Yeah.
She abort that baby, he going to get away. This is my cash cow. So it's sad, but it's true. That's your cash cow. But you put your phallic member in her.
Mm-hmm.
You did. So if the theorem that they're trying to push exists, why didn't he go to jail for misappropriation of funds?
Right.
Why is Al Sharpton still out here and got a TV show? You think MSNBC has said, man, we can't give you no show. You owe money to the federal government.
Right.
You know what we look like, man. I mean, we can't, they don't care how they look because they know the people on the left don't, as long as you're excusing their pathology, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
This critical race theory, it ain't for them, Sly.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the ones coming up. You got to get them when they're young, because the mind is malleable. The best way to train, sometimes some movies teach us a lot of shit that's right. The Padawans, he's too old. You remember that? He's too old. Anakin, he's too old. Yeah, but his biometric, he's too old. It don't work. That's why they gonna hold on a second, dog. Okay, they're malleable. You can, that's why they want it in the books, Sly. That's why they want it in the civic. That's why they want it to be a whatchamacallit in the school books.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be in every state. The teachers got to teach it whether they want to or not.
Mm-hmm.
Once it goes in that book, because as a teacher, if you say, look, I know it's supposed to say this, but I ain't going to do it, Sly, you're going to lose your job.
Right.
So unless you go to a private school, and there ain't a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Ain't a whole bunch of private schools to hold you all.
Mm-hmm.
And you know Hollywood going to back you up. You know the movie industry going to back you up. You know syndicated television going to back you up. Even commercials is going to back you up. They got rainbow ad commercials now that ain't got nothing to do with rainbow stuff.
Right.
It's a car.
Yeah.
It's a phone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's food. Panini bread. What does that got to do with rainbow shit?
Panini bread.
So we're going to keep punching it and throwing it in front of you till some of this shit sticks. So how does critical race theory work? Does it apply for LeBron James? LeBron James, any of them?
Well, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned LeBron James because now there's rumblings that his school that he didn't start, that he used taxpayers'
he only had,
money.
What, 10% involved? 10, 20?
And it was through his foundation. And
correct.
Basically, they built that school off of all tax.
State funds.
Yeah. And so now
the state of Ohio.
So there's apparently a whistleblower spilling the beans on the illegalities and all the nonsense that's going on with their school. So I'm trying to get my hands on it. And
you know you're going to be a coon when you do that, right?
I was a coon when I first reported it the first time out the white man's mouth. The white man said it was 10 to 15% was off of LeBron's foundation. Everything else came from state tax revenue.
You a coon.
And and they dragged me for that.
The immediate precursor, the critical race theory as critical legal studies movement, which dedicated itself to examining how the law and legal institutions serve the interests of the wealthy and powerful at the expense of the poor and marginalized. CLS is an offshoot of Marxist-oriented critical theory, which may also be viewed as a radicalization of early 20th century legal realism, a school of legal philosophy according to which judicial decision-making, especially at the appellate level, is influenced as much by non-legal, political, or ideological. And what does ideology do? It trumps race, right? Factors as precedent and principles of legal reasoning. That's from the Britannica. Britannica can get their ass shut down, and it's gonna be your fault, Sly, because I
gotta blame somebody.
Hey, I already screenshotted it just in case it goes away. But bruh, so this critical race theory of seeing that whites are being bred to think of them as lesser people, but yet the highest paid football player is black.
Well, let me ask you this:
the highest paid, you know, I mean, you're getting paid millions of dollars to entertain. I ain't dissing them on that, because if somebody was gonna give me, dude, if somebody said they're gonna give me $88 million to throw a ball, guess what?
I'm gonna how far do you need me to throw it? Where do you need me to throw it to? Spiral, tight spiral, loose spiral?
You need to be in practice. Dude, you can tell me the nights that I can't go home and I gotta sleep at the fucking gym for $88 million.
Yeah, over the top, sidearm, how you want it? Yeah.
And so, and you get your slide. You getting $10 million, $20 million bonus, $42 million guaranteed, and $89 million for a 5-year contract. So even at the minimum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
got some gators. Okay, dude, I don't know about you, but I could live the rest of my life off of $53 million. I could. In Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Not California, no. New York, no. You know what I mean? Certain place, New Jersey, no. I gotta stay in place, you know, because we don't have income tax here. You know, there's zero income tax in Texas. So I'll be fine. But the theory don't apply to you. Seem like all and look at all the people, the list of supporters that they provided. All of them are black, all of them are liberal Democrats, and all of them are holding an elected position. Now let you know who they go over there that think, you know, that love, you know, trying to downplay me. You know who I'm, don't even say it. They'll try to downplay me. Now I want to hear you disrupt that. Say they ain't, because how you gonna tell me that they ain't when they said they are? They put their name on the list. This is their list.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you say to people that dismiss their critical race theory behind the guise of, well, white people are so used to getting their way, they're not even cognizant of.
Okay, and that has what to do. And that has what to do with you getting your ass up in the morning and going to work.
Yeah.
That has what to do with you not drinking a 6-pack of beer and getting behind the wheel of a car and getting mad that why'd you pull me over? You pulled me over because I'm black. No, I'm pulling you over because you taking up the whole goddamn road. What's wrong with you? You just happen to be black. Why the police here? Boom, Quisha cop. Hey, tell me you didn't hear this. I know you heard this, and now you ain't hear it in your house, but I know you heard this. And if y'all, how many people we got in the room? Hit the like button, y'all, because I can't see the screen. I'm on StreamYard.
I'm on StreamYard too. I'm being lazy right now.
Let me click back. Let me click the YouTube. See something. Hey, y'all, hit the. I got to do the true thing. But what O'Shea say? The likes is free. Jesus paid it all on the cross. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. We got 26 likes and 54 people watching. Come on, man. Kick up the algorithm a little bit, y'all. You hit it. Thanks. Thanks, K2. Slide, how the people, hey, what did you tell me on our second or third stream? Nick, they all ain't gonna make it. You're gonna have to leave some of them behind.
Not some, was like, a whole lot.
I'm like, I don't think I like Slide. I'm like, but now I didn't. He's. You're right. We're gonna have to leave a whole bunch of them behind. But the thing is, I gotta figure out. I'm getting better at honing my scoring matrix down of who I need to put in that leave behind. Now the obvious ones, pants hanging down under your ass, can't put together a cognizant thought. You're 45 years old and you still wearing your hat backwards and whatnot. You know what I mean? You got 5 kids by 5 different bras and you mad that you own child support. That's why you won't get a job. You blaming the child support system because, of course, he didn't know child support existed before he impregnated her, right? Right. Them the Negroes, I mean, they stick out. Those are the glaring ones. You ain't even got to look hard for them. When you walk in the store, you just look. Yep, there he is. You know what I mean? You already know. Cut them out. But then you have some other ones. They don't stick out so much. You gotta beat the bushes. It's a military tactic, but I don't want to, you like Slide what? We done made it 80 kilometers with no contact. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? Something's wrong. Stop. Don't go no further. Go back to the last known rally point that you got. Even I was 18 kilometers back and turn this motherfucker around. Radio check. You radio check. They talking about the band been hacked. We is looking for y'all. Go to emergency channel this, and in the background slide you had happened one time. Scared the shit out of me. But you learn. But hey, sometimes I don't bet your daddy even told you this. Sometimes you gotta trust your gut.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go off script and say, no, we made it this far because we just some bad motherfuckers. No. We made it this far because we about ready to get, ready to get got. Mm-hmm. Where you so far away that the help can't get to you fast enough. Slide, but anyway, I bet you heard somebody when you was coming up say this. All right, Nick Nog. Okay. I tell you what then. I know who can get your ass right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm all that. Yeah, I'll be a bitch. Yup, you right. I'm a bitch. Guess who else gonna be a bitch here in about a couple of minutes? You done seen it, ain't you?
Man, hell, I've been in that.
Oh, you was in it. Oh, see, I ain't never been in it. I'm normally on the side doing it. Eat my potato. And I'm just watching the show. And here the thing they come. Here come Officer Foley and Sergeant Hawk.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to hit because they know how dangerous domestic calls or any cop. Truth even said it. The worst call to go on to is a domestic call because you don't never know what the fuck going on when you get there.
Yeah, this happened to me in Atlanta, and it was so bad. The black cop was like, "Bro, you need to get away from this chick." I'm like, "I'm trying to do so."
But but I can't leave until you let me leave.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But nothing. There was.
Even the cop knew.
Even the brother was like, "Bro, you need to." I was like, "I know. I'm working on it." So because even he was like, "I don't like taking these calls." And this is back in 2008 in Atlanta.
Damn.
Yeah. And matter of fact, she pulled that stunt on me twice. And the second time she had moved out, and it was just me. And the cop come to the door and say, "Hey, we got a report of a disturbance." I'm like, "There's nobody here. I'm the only person here." I said, "You can come on in and take a look." He come in and he took a look. He says, "This sounds like a goose chase." And here she comes around the side of the house. "Here I am." And the cop looked at me like, "She just tried to set you." And he was just like, and I'm sitting like,
he ain't do nothing to her.
What could he do? False report?
Yeah. At least it's on paper. Even if you don't take her nowhere, it's on paper. It's just like a warning. Because, Slide, do you know you were given a warning for speeding on, such and such and such a date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people like, oh, man, I got over. He just gave me a warning. No.
He was so irritated. He was just like, "Ma'am, get your shit and get out." Like, because he, you know what I'm saying? The audacity of her using him and wasting his time and shit. And
when he could be solving some real shit.
Yeah, another black cop, and he was just shaking his head the whole. He's like, "Man, I don't even know what to tell you." I said, "Nah, it's cool." So yeah.
I'm like, if I would have known you, I've been like, you've been sitting there and you would have heard beep, 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 and it'd been getting louder. Beep, beep, beep. Then you like, what the fuck is that? You open the door and I'm in a big ass motherfucking Penske rental truck. So, hey, put your shoes on. But just start. Let's go. Let's go to get the most important shit first. That's the shit we throwing in the truck first. Ancillary shit go last. We leaving to now, not tomorrow. To now.
Yeah. Like, I don't think a lot of guys realize how quickly it can escalate. You have to escalate, real quick. And this is like, wait, how did I even get here? So I understand, but
I watched a dude. I know him. I mean, like, we ain't like cool homeboy riding, though. I mean, but I know who he. Hey Daryl, hey, what's up, man? This, that, and other. How you? Hey, yeah, buddy, all right, man. Just that kind of guy. I watched him catch a case. Chick, same thing. Wouldn't do this, that, and other. She call him, say one thing. Cop to him, "Man, I ain't talking to you no more. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers." Wrong answer. This, that, man, come here, talk to me. I can hear you from right here, mother. That was before I moved from San Antonio. I had to get the fuck off the side of San Antonio. That shit is crazy.
Nick, what did he say? "I can hear you from here." Is that what he said?
That's what he got. Nigga, I can hear you from here. You can hear me right there. Man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of your motherfucking ass. And he's like, "Look, buddy, just come, just talk. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, you ain't under arrest. You ain't nothing. We only here because they called us. Man, talk to us. What's going on?" Come, he said, "Okay, now they coming to get you." You know what I'm saying? Now they walking up. Cops we sitting there where we used to sit, and it's like 4 or 5 houses down. I'm like, and I was saying, I gotta get the fuck out of this damn neighborhood. How the fuck did I end up in this motherfucking shit? Everybody time, with San Antonio shit, man. Fuck, them niggas is off the rails. You know what I'm saying? I should have known. I got DJ Quick album, Just Like Compton. What the hell's the matter with me?
Just Like Compton.
What the hell? And I know the song forwards and backwards. And what did my dumb ass do?
He was thinking about horse dookie and cowboy boots.
Yeah. And San Antonio was just waiting to put us to the test. Ain't that what he said? Shit. San Antonio was just waiting to put us to the test. Man, you will get your ass dusted, and you will get dusted over there. Man, he telling them, and now he coming down the stairs. The cop just he wasn't trying to turn around or nothing like that. I'm sitting here watching this shit. And he went down and he coming down. And the cop like, hey man, the only thing he said is, you got anything on you? And when he said, do you got anything on you? The guy pushed the cop in his chest and he fell down the last 2 stairs. You know what the cop that was on the ground did, right? Put your hands, but don't move. Don't move. Don't you motherfucking move. Don't you fucking move. He didn't shoot him. They ain't beat him up. They ain't shoot him and shit. But now you went to jail for assault of a uniformed officer. And guess who had like 3 weeks left on his probation from some other shit that he done before that they let him out on her. So instead of you doing 4, you done 1, and you got a year of probation, and he had a couple of weeks left. A couple of weeks. And now you done pushed a uniformed cop down the stairs because boom quee then called them because she mad at you. Chicks use the cops as a tool. You know that. They use them as a tool. This defund the police shit, that ain't chicks. That's dudes. Ghetto chicks, they don't want the police defunded. It's them uppity ass liberal DNC chicks. They want that shit to happen.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because now I believe Asheville, North Carolina.
I saw that.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that? Do you see it spreading out?
Sure, I want it to spread. You think I'm not kidding?
I know you do.
I want it to spread. I want it to spread. Sly, see, now I'm getting selfish. I want it to spread for selfish reasons. But here's the thing with me, I'm admitting it. I'm not trying to snick. I want it to happen for selfish reasons.
Now, does it spread to mainly liberal cities and states?
Well, that's mainly where that's your main place, because that's what they want. Because then they get to control this more about, just like this critical race. It's about control.
But do you see red states adopting
blue cities and red states? Yes. But like the red state, like Texas, is it in its entirety? No. You know what I mean? Victoria? No. Corpus Christi? No. Cuero? No. You know what I mean? You know, Abilene? No. You know what I'm saying? Midland, Texas? No. Odessa? No. The Panhandle? No. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the gun-toting parts of Texas. Well, we don't have that shit. Mm-hmm. Austin, San Antonio, Houston. Them your three trouble. Dude, you can't go a week without fuck shit going on in you. Crazy fuck shit in Houston. Crazy fuck shit. I got a better one for you. But see, I want it because I don't need cops. I don't need nobody to tell me to do. I don't need somebody over me to threat or something to know to do the right thing.
Well, then let me ask you this. Now, let's take Asheville, for instance, mm-hmm. as our sample. Mm-hmm. So how do those that are going to be greatly affected negatively by this, how do they adjust, or will they be able to adjust?
Well, that's going to be an individual thing, because some people are anti-gun, some people are pro-gun, some people know how to handle somebody coming to fuck with them. Some people sit in the corner and cower and scream. But then you got the goofy motherfuckers like me that'll bait you. You know, you hit a boom, boom. Get away from that door.
Do you see them adding more menial crimes to that list over time?
I see them adding more shit to the books because they know what's going to happen. They know it's going to fail, but they need it to fail so they can get the control that they want.
Mm-hmm.
The Germans done it. The Czechs, we got it all through her. The Poles done it.
Mm-hmm.
The Canadians done it. We got it. The Colombians did it. Cause see, son, no, get away from that door, please. Please don't come through that door. Please don't come through.
Okay.
You getting baited. Bad news travels fast. Slot. You know who in your old hood, the ones that got fucked with all the times and the ones that didn't.
Wait, I have only one question. Was that a Benelli or was that a
It's a Mossberg.
A Mossberg. Okay.
Yeah, it's a JM Pro 930 semi-automatic.
Okay.
This ain't no pump.
Okay.
It's only pumping. Oh, it's pumping, but it ain't pumping like you think. Ooh, Slide, look, the extended magazine. Fuck that little short one. Got the brace too. Extended magazine, so I can put 3 more shells in it. Just in case, just in case. Oh yeah, Foster slugs. Fuck, but look, man, there you go.
Okay, I want to ask you why do you prefer slugs over buckshot? Just humor me.
Okay.
No, because I know people that prefer buckshot because their mindset is.
I have buckshots too, but the thing is, people be talking about, oh man, spread.
Yeah, right. They say the spread argument.
Change your choke. Number one, change your choke, and then if you don't have exchange, if you can't change chokes in your damn shotgun, then you bought the wrong damn shotgun. Okay. Because the choke spray, you can change the chokes at the end. You got your improved choke, smooth choke. You got different chokes, and the chokes control your shot pattern. Mm-hmm. But you need to change the choke, carry your ass to the range, or if you in the sticks, now the sticks boys don't need to hear this because they know. You know what I mean? And you shoot it at the range. Let's say, what's the longest shot that you plan on taking at your house? I mean, everybody's house is going to be different, right? Or place going to be different, right? Let's say it's 30 foot. Slide, what do you need to check your pattern at then when you go to the range? 30 foot. Okay. Now, if your pattern is this big, more than likely you done missed some.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look here, man. With this thing, I got a ICL in this one. I don't know, but
well, let me ask you this.
I got an ICL in it at 25 feet with a double aught buckshot. You can cover the all the shots on the target with your hand. Okay.
So let me ask you this. Why do I always hear majority former military gun experts, when it comes to a house close quarters combat, they prefer a shotgun over a rifle per se?
I can do either because we train to do both. Okay. But if most things in your house, Sly, you ain't gonna be going after 20 or 30 people.
So the rifle, you know what I'm saying? Is that the rifle is overkill for a home invasion per se?
No, I mean you can use it. I'm good. I'm proficient with both. But the blunt force impact from a shotgun at short range is incredible. It's the most powerful legal weapon that you can buy over the counter. If you ever seen the wound from a single-aught, double-aught, number 4 buck at 20-25 feet, it's, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you prefer that over a 5.56 coming out of an AK?
Well, I'm not even though I got 5, even though you can see my ARs and all my other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of 5. I'm not a fan of 5.56.
Okay, 7.62.
I got it because it's common and it's what I use all the time, but I take a 30 caliber over 5.56 any day.
Really?
Sure.
For the devastation of the
impact.
Man,
okay, man, look here. The shit that you can hide behind that you can hide behind from an AR. I tell people, it's a lot of people, man, in that movie, that's movies. You're talking to a man that actually done this shit, you know what I'm saying? All the time. What no Hollywood Steven Spielberg wasn't sitting in a chair behind me. Okay. Mm-hmm. The shit that you can hide behind from a 5.56, you ain't gonna hide behind from a 7.62 by 51 or 7.62 by
7.62 changes. Okay, so if we're talking home defense, AR 7.62, AK 7.62, you still gonna go with the shotgun?
I'm gonna go with whichever one closest to my hand.
Okay, I thought. Now this is where my ignorance shows.
And then everybody's house is different. Some people live in these pop-up paper mache houses. Then you got motherfuckers like me that live in bricks, and fucking full brick.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing with us. But how you deploy it though too, because most people miss so much, and people think, oh, shotgun, you just point it in that direction and the spread, and you shoot it, and everything it turns into a cloud of pixie dust, and it's the spread. And you like, no, that's not how it works. Go to the range. Stop talking. Get off of YouTube. Go to the fucking range. Take your ammunition with you. Take your shotgun. Take all your chokes and shoot the damn thing.
Okay, now here's where my ignorance shows. I thought home defense, if you had to go to a rifle, between rifle and shotgun, I'm thinking you would go with the rifle because, for one, it's more intimidating. I would think you got more rounds to play with. No? Okay.
More rounds? Yes. That's the beauty of a rifle, is you have more ammunition. Okay. Now, it's not as powerful ammunition at short ranges. Now, here's the thing. When I'm at the shop, at the house, I'd rather have a shotgun if I had to do something inside. Like I said, because I doubt if I'm going to have 20, 30 motherfuckers trying to, you know what I'm saying?
That's my next question. You say that you got 3 to 4 multiple assailants, home invasion, and let's say they got rifles. It could be whatever.
Well, apparently you're getting attacked by the CIA or the NSA or something like that.
I'm only saying this because the home invasions in Atlanta.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but the gun is only as good as the shooter. Okay. Because I'm telling, bro, I ain't bragging. I ain't saying, look, my old rifle team. You can put us back together. Shoot, I talked to 2 of them today. You can put us back together. My old rifle team, and we can call you and say, we coming to your block next Wednesday at 2:00. Ain't nothing you can do. If you there, you better call the police. But the part to get, because most people don't have real world practical training. Now, I know some guys that go 3-gun, they play around at the range. That's great. That's better than nothing. That's great. Mm-hmm. But Sly, the game changes when the target shoots back at you.
Right.
See, you dealing, I mean, you know, with my crew, you dealing with a 13-man crew that don't flinch when, you know what I'm saying, when the crack comes back to, because we don't know the worst thing you can do when people, because I heard somebody say this, I said, that's the dumbest shit in the world. The people that's coming in your house with guns, they may not be good, they may not be trained, but they come with intent. Now, some may be like, well, hopefully they see I got a gun and get scared and just give me all their shit. Some of them may say that, but I like to go for the worst. This is the worst thing you can do around me. Let me hear. Know what you just told me? You told me where you at and what you got. You want to give off as less information to the person that's trying to kill you as possible. You just told me right there you got a pump shotgun. That's what you told me. Okay, so most people don't have practice reloading under duress. Most people don't. They are short shuck it, where, you know what I'm saying, and go in there and click, then they got a now they got a type 2 stoppage.
Yeah. You
got a type 2 stoppage, and you got a 3-time trooper come on the other side of the gun. Not gonna make it.
So, for the average person that goes to range once every few months,
the average person of 5.56 is perfect because it's very low recoil. You know what I'm saying? You can get them in short barrel versions there. Now you don't get the twist that you get for long range bullet stabilization, but most firefights, Sly, are 50 yards or less, 50 feet, you know, they're 100 feet or less. You know what I mean? And when you're dealing with your house, you're inside your house, Sly. You don't need to make a 400-yard shot. You're inside your house.
Right, yeah. You know the terrain better than anybody else.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you know you got a rock wall house, Sly, you're gonna have to get a direct hit.
Okay.
You're gonna have to get a direct hit. Me with the other one that I showed you, you know what I mean? I don't need to get a direct hit. I can shoot you through the wall. I can shoot you through the door. So I don't have to get exposed to you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Lil Hurler wants to know, isn't about comfortability of the piece. Is it about being comfortable with the weapon?
That's like something a lady would say.
She's.
Oh, it is a lady. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, there you go. I'm sorry.
Well, that takes time. Okay, but
but I'm saying I say for me, for us, because you have to look at the military. All of us got the same rifle. All of us got the exact same rifle, same magazine, same bullets, same length, same size, same everything. Yeah. Most of them don't. Every now and again, I see some crazy shit. But that's why. But I'm always.
Well, I only use Atlanta as an example because their home invasions are pretty bad.
Yeah, well, but they got, you know, they can step their game up. But the thing is, there's no downside to having a rifle. A shotgun, if you're trained, if you're good at it, you can get the game over a hell of a lot faster. A blackout is good. If you ain't got a silencer, I tell people don't waste money on a blackout, because the purpose of the round, it's a good gun, but the purpose of the round is they made it subsonic. So the subsonic is so you can put a can on it. You know what I mean? So now instead of the bang bang, you know, knocking your ears out and whatnot, no, it ain't nothing like it sound on TV in the movies and shit. They kill me with pew. What the fuck is that? They don't pew. That's some James Bond shit. But I tell people, if you're not gonna get a suppressor, don't waste your money. Cause 300 blackout costs money. It looks like an AR-15, but you know what I'm saying. So if you can get the tax stamp for a silencer, that's great. Then yeah, get a 300 blackout. If it's one of them states, if you live in one of them states that's saying no, you can't put a can on it, then it's not worth the expense. Just stay with a regular 5.56. I mean, 5.56, dude, it will get it done. It will get it done. It'll get it done.
I mean, I think the movies has not given people a proper sense of realism.
Well, they gotta glamorize it. It's to get butts in the chairs.
Yeah.
But then I'm telling you, we have different weapons for different positions in that squad. The first guy at the door, he has a shotgun because he blows the hinges off the doors. You know what I'm saying? Right. He can sit and pow, and now you got a hole in your door, your whole doorknob and everything is gone. You can't do that with a rifle. You can't do that with a pistol. So once he does that, pow, he steps back and the rifle goes.
Yeah.
Normally he's the third. In a 5-man squad, he's the third man. In a 6-man squad or more, he's the fourth man through the door. It just depends on the size of your squad. If you know the layout of the building, because more than likely, most of the time, we already knew the building's layout before we went in it. You know what I mean? So we didn't have MI, we got intel. You know, it's a 3-level, looks like a 2-level, but it got a crawl space up in, you know, in this one here and da-da-da. And the stairs, you have to go all the way straight through, and the only set of stairs is in the back, you know, to go up and this, that. So we already know the layout of the place before we even kick the damn door in.
Well, how often did you guys practice breach exercises? So that was a normal, regular thing.
Oh, man. Man, you start in the morning, the sun ain't up. Sun going down again, one more time. Y'all do all day.
Okay.
All day. Then the next time, all day. You practice 2-man team all day. Full squad all day. Perimeter surround, 3-man team entry. Rest of the squad on surround. Designated marksman at a high vantage point. Machine gunner over here with the radio man. Y'all practice. Practice. So when you get, dude, you already, I mean, you practice so much that you can see it in your sleep. I mean, you just practice. Hey, what your boy say? Practice.
Man, you know, practice.
You talking about practice, man? Practice.
AI was a fool for that shit. Iverson was a fool for that one.
Yeah, but then what did he do though? He carried his ass to practice.
Yeah.
He realized he needed practice.
Yeah.
But man, you do it so much. You got to get your OODA loop. You get it going. You get it going. Dude, you do it so much you can see stuff in your sleep. You sleep. You sitting there. We going in and you get there and you sit there with your eyes on. And you know, but y'all, and guess what? Once you make it to a certain rank where now you're the trainer and not the trainee, you standing here watching your squad outside and you looking at them and they walking with their eyes closed and they walking in the front and this, that, another, and if you looking at from top, the right, they doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you looking at it from the top, the front rifle just does that. The next two behind is and you got your eyes closed. Your freaking eyes are closed, but because you've done it so much.
Let me
like
ask
think of offensive line in football.
Oh yeah.
You know, from the time the ball snapped, you just see them, and they all just you know pulling guard. All this, it's the same thing.
Well,
we're just doing it with guns.
Well, let me ask you a loaded question. To all the
unintended loaded question.
Yeah. To all the non-military, non-law enforcement black YouTubers you see that have amassed a collection of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
How proficient do you think they are with those weapons?
Because most of them none. Most of them none.
So you think most of them, if some shit went down, they would probably freeze up more than likely.
If they don't, if like I say, everybody, remember what Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
That's right.
Everybody with a gun got a plan until they get shot at. Until you know what I'm saying? Until the rounds start coming back. I'm telling you, man, you got to work on your OODA loop. Your OODA loop has to be natural. That's, I mean, first thing you got to do is see, Sly. Observe, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Orient. That's direction. Where's the threat coming from? From this way. Observe. Bam. There it is. Orient. That's there. D. Decide. All right. Decide on what you're gonna do. All right. Is he in Is he in a bad spot where I can't get the rifle? Do I need to do an exchange and go to pistol or go to rifle? Decide. And then A is act. That's what OODA loop. OODA. Observe, orient, decide, act. Until you get that, the odds of you being non-trained and knocking out somebody that is trained, I mean, can it happen? Sure.
But the odds are not.
Yeah, the odds ain't in your favor.
Yeah.
Just like I tell people all the time, and I have no problem saying in Panama, I got tagged by a 15-year-old Panamanian gorilla. Tagged. Cow.
Oh, okay. Did you assess he had as much training as you?
No, I ain't even see him.
So what do you, in your hindsight, when you break that down, what do you attribute that to? He just had a surprise jump. He had a drop on you, or
he got lucky.
Okay.
He got lucky. He slipped through the system because he is a kid.
Okay.
Now, he's no longer with us, but because I mean, people, man, that's fucked up. No, the fuck it ain't. You know what I'm saying? The fuck with that. You know, I mean that. You know, in 5 seconds later, he was a cloud of pixie dust.
I just find it odd that I see black YouTubers, they show off the guns, but
there's a handful of them that actually go.
See, that's the thing.
There's some brothers out. There's 2 black guys out there. Both of them were Marines.
Okay.
One was recon. One was recon Marine. One was a mortar man. One was recon.
Mm-hmm.
I told me, mortar man. I said, don't even think about that mortar man. He still kill you. You know what I mean? So, but don't nobody. Most of their subs and viewers and watchers. Same thing with Slob. When I had my gun, when me and Rance had our gun channel, most 90+% of our viewers were white.
Well, I was going to ask you. You ever thought about starting it up again?
Fuck no. For what? For these damn. For what? For
okay,
what?
Because
if I do, it's gonna be behind a paywall, tall, thick, wide paywall. For what? For your same boy that was giving us. I said, hey man, so how'd your water filtration thing turn out? He said he didn't make it yet. So he gonna put truth through all that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he gonna and guess where I seen him like? Guess where I ran into him at? On BGS channel. No diss to BGS. Shout out BGS. But that's where I ran into him at.
You shot him. I ain't shot him.
That's cool. I do it. But the thing is, 90 some odd. I mean, dude. Now you know it's bad when you got white. I guess these critical race theorists, right? Here we go. White people contacting you behind the scenes saying, I don't know how to say this because I don't know you. I'm just a sub on your YouTube channel and I donate and I hit your PayPal. And this dude that sent me the message, this dude hit my PayPal religiously.
Okay.
And I never said, hit the PayPal. I didn't do that. This dude hit my PayPal religiously. He said, what are you going to have to do to get your folks to arm up? He said, man, I feel funny saying this to you, because, he's why I said, dude, don't even worry about it, dog. Let them cut for themselves. And it hurts me to say that.
That's my next question. There's obviously a difference of thought pattern and approaches when it comes to white folks with guns versus black people with guns. Now, for whatever reasons, with laws and attitudes that
most anti-gun people are white.
Make sense.
Most anti-gun people I know, the blacks that I run across, they don't seem too anti. They seem laissez-faire about it.
I think that's the worst attitude to have.
Right. The ones that seem, because the cows going in the chute, there's going to be ground meat in a half an hour. They have a laissez-faire attitude too. Yeah. But your ass going to be on the table here in a couple of days. Know what I see a lot? The blacks that I hear about calling for gun grabs is black females, especially the ones in the hood where Shotgun Mike, you know what I'm saying, is shooting at Pookie. Pookie shot at Man because Man pissed on the tombstone of Ray, and you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff. Them the ones that cry, I notice, that get on TV, won't take that shit off their head, but get on TV and cry about about what's happening here. But the thing is, I keep telling them, where did they come from? Where did they come from? Did these boys just pop up out of the ground? They fall out. Wait, they pop up through the ground, fall from a tree, they come out of the sky. No, they came from you. They came from you. You and somebody that ain't with you. They came from you. Well, and they was introduced to this culture, and you let this culture invade your domicile and turn them into what they are.
Well, it's like you don't realize you're a bad dog owner until your dog snaps at you or bites you. Then you realize, wait a minute, I fucked up with this dog somewhere.
Yeah, I done dropped the ball somewhere.
Yeah. Then that's the only time it dawns on people like, oh no, I didn't do right by this person or this situation, and now look, it's coming back to bite.
But now it's okay. But now the dog done something to somebody. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. But man, I'm telling you, when we had that, I'm telling, and somebody I know saw somebody mention Kid Organic. He'll tell you, ask him. Kid Organic was one of my first black subs to my Gun and Prep channel. I didn't even know he was black until he told me. Because, you just typing, you don't type black, unless you type in that stupid ass Ebonic crap. But that's how long I've been knowing Kid.
Okay.
He was one of the first black subscribers. Maurice Delk, he was one of the first subscribers to my gun and prep channel back in the day. Man, we do the videos at the range, all kind of stuff, motherfucker talking about, and an AK, they this, that, and other. We sitting up there, Rants, and I'm videotaping Rants, and he got his damn AK, and you see that regular roll ammunition, and then zoom out to that 400-yard target, and Rants sitting there, and he stand up and on, pow, with an AK, pow, clang, pow, clang, pow, clang, and people, oh look, one was over there, and one was. It's a 30 caliber round at 400 yards. You let a 30 caliber round at 400 yards hit you right here. Right here. Right, dude, it's gonna be a whole bunch of walking slow and singing sad.
Well, people don't even realize how far 100 yards. That's a football field. It's 100 yards.
That's a football field.
So imagine
we shooting 4 football fields with AKs. With AKs.
Yeah,
now we hitting targets this big? No. We hitting man size silhouettes. You don't want me to hit you nowhere with a 30 caliber round. Nowhere. So we do that. Then the other stuff. Now we do this stuff good. I'm telling you, bruh. We had 13,000 and some odd subs, and I bet you, I'm willing to bet you, we didn't have 500 black subs out of the 13,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and you know it's bad when you got white folks saying, "Man, I feel kind of guilty." You know what I'm here? I'm over here soaking up, you know, all this military gain from these two goddamn Air Mobile guys and shit. And they own, and I had white people say, they don't know the jewel that they have in men like y'all. I said, no, know why? Because we ain't talking smoke this, puff that, smack that, this hoe, that bitch, yay, that we ain't on that shit. So they ain't trying to hear nothing that we saying. We're talking responsibility, legal gun ownership, food preps, water preps, you know what I mean? How to start a fire, how to store ammunition properly, how to rotate ammunition as you train and replace. That's what we talk about, the unsexy shit. You know what I'm saying? The unsexy shit. Because when you get taught firearms in the military, Slide, they don't just, day one, you ain't nowhere near a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the board. The M14 A2 series rifle is this, that, another, is air-cooled, magazine fed, this, that, another, it weighs this long, missed this much, is this long, 7.62 by 51, has maximum range of maximum effective range of 700 yards, maximum effective range of the different ammunition type, ball, jacketed, tracer, this, you going through all that stuff. You take it apart and put it together 1,000,000 times before you even shoot that bitch once.
Mm-hmm.
Know what part in full, even though I was Army, not Marine, one part is full metal, in full metal jacket. When you go down the line, and every time when you get to a different spot, you hold up that's real. That's real. We used to do that all the time. He do this. He just pulls something out. Then we be sitting in class and he talking about first aid and do that. Fire and pin drills hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fire suppressor drills hard. Just come right out of blood. You know what I'm saying? Extractor spring drill sergeant. You know, recoil and buffer spring assembly drill sergeant. You know what I mean? Just that's it. But Pookie ain't done that shit. Pookie ain't doing that shit. If Pookie shit jams, what's the first thing you do when a gun jam? Oh no. No. Tap rack. Tap rack. Because if it's a stoppage, you just kicked it out, you may have had a bad primer. Tap rack. Try to deploy again. If it fires, you can think. If you tap rack and you see an extraction come out and it's then chambered another one, because it feels different. When it's a dry chamber, it even sounds different.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. This, that, and other. It still don't fire. Dump that magazine, clear it, put another magazine in, ammunition, get back to work. You got 5 seconds, Sly. 5 seconds. No, why 5? Ask me why it's 5 seconds. Ask me why.
But Nick, why do we need 5 seconds?
Because it normally takes average target acquisition is 6 to 7 seconds. You want to get reloaded before I acquire you as a target. You got 5 seconds. Because guess what's happening on 6 second? I see you. 7 second. And now you ain't got a second. You got, because this motherfucker is moving.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is moving. Now you got something moving at 2,800 feet per second.
Per second.
Coming at you. And you 75 foot away. So,
yeah.
Bruh, it was a giant. It hurts my feelings. Our gun and prep channel, me and Rance, was a giant failure.
Wow.
And we made it was.
But you don't know how
me and him, we didn't learn nothing. We was just teaching the shit we already know.
But you don't know how many people you've affected in a positive way. So I wouldn't.
Well,
call it failure.
okay, let me take that back. I failed at its intended purpose. Let me reword that then.
Okay.
Because World War One, well, it was a failure. No, because a whole bunch of people learned shit. But the intended purpose was a failure. And I wasted so much. We done so many gun range videos when we went to school up the Bastrop, the tactical shotgun class, tactical handgun class. We ain't go to the tactical rifle. People, y'all going to tactical rifle? No. Why not? I said, because I already been to tactical rifle. Oh yeah? Which class? Let me see. We called it Desert Storm. That's what we called it.
Well, see, that's the thing. I can't recall any black gun YouTuber that actually teaches actual tactics when it comes to close quarters, breaching, things of that nature.
My
Anything you just mentioned.
My first gun video with the rifle was how to zero your rifle. Straight out the box. My very first live fire video that I had was how to zero. Because until you zero your rifle, it's useless.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna hit. The odds of you hitting what you pointing at is slim to none. Because everybody's POI is totally different. Nick, what's POI? I know you can ask. Point of aim, point of impact. That's what POA and POI. I said, as long as I've been, dude, I still remember all this shit. Point of aim, point of impact. Because what you looking at your front and rear sights lined up, and you're pointing, and you got the range because you got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Your range estimation is where's he at? 350. Okay, so you need to put it between 3 and 4. And did it hit? Where did it hit? No, it hit down here. Okay, you ain't zero. You know what I'm saying? If it's went in front of him, okay, then either he ain't 350 or your zero is severely fucked up. Put it on 400. Yeah, now shoot. Bam. Okay, I hit him in the foot or in the knee. Okay, you need to check. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't how you zero a rifle. That's you just doing some shit on the battlefield. You need to get a hit. A hit is a hit. But before you go anywhere, your rifle needs to be zeroed, and you need to make sure it work. You don't go out there and just put 4 or 5 rounds through it. No, you take you need to burn through a couple of boxes and rapid, or I ain't saying as fast as you can, but you need to
Yeah, you gotta dial it in. Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right. Do your 3. Go down. Check your target. Adjust it down to left 1. Okay, you go back. Of course, unload it first. Down to left 1. Go back in. 3 more rounds. Cow. Go back. Look at it. Damn, too far down. Up 1, but my windage is good. So leave your windage alone. Up 1. Go back. 3 more rounds. Cow. They in the bullseye. Yeah, good. Now it's time to burn that motherfucker in, because now you can hit something. You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. When you see black gun channels that don't teach what you've taught.
There's a couple of them.
But the majority of black gun channels, when you see them don't teach anything that will remotely help, and I mean legitimately help people.
They won't help the yeoman. They'll help a lot of them. Their gun channels is to help somebody. I'm in the gun community, but I don't really know everything I need to know. They'll learn something, but the people that's just fresh fish, the odds of them really, really learning something.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The reason why I'm asking, because everything you mentioned, I only know what you're talking about because I've seen it on white gun channels. Like, they get into the brass tacks. All these guys are pretty much either
boring stuff.
Yeah, they're former military, former special forces.
That's how you survive the battle.
Right. So that's the only reason, because I'm even aware of what you're saying, which makes sense, because I've seen the white boys do it.
Dude, I keep telling people, your job ain't to get into a gunfight. Your mission should be to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta survive a gunfight. Survive. That's the thing. Until you know that son of a bitch inside and out. It's just like changing driving cars. You like, I don't like this car. I don't like this. That's because you used to driving that one. You know what I'm saying? You know how this, you know what I'm saying, and how and this, that, you know that then I'll take you and put you in a different car and you all fucked, man, I'm running over shit. What the fuck? Until you adjust, you know what I'm saying, to that car. Guess who gets some of the worst non-rifle shootingest motherfuckers in the world? Machine gunners.
Really?
Well, it's because they rarely get their right. They all started as riflemen. You all start as riflemen.
Okay.
But once you become a machine gunner, because you actually try people out. Because we looking at your rifle score. This how you do this. People think it's crazy, but it works. You got your whole platoon. That's 4 squads. In my, in my case, 4 sections. Because we don't have squads in artillery. We have sections. And anyway, I'll leave it as squad just for the sake of argument. And y'all go to the range. Private Sly, he pretty good shot. He all right. You know, this one here, all right, you made 37 out of 40. 35 out of 40. 22, this guy sucks. You fail. You a bolo. Okay, we got to get him recertified on rifle. You keep your best rifle shots. You don't put them on the machine gun. That makes sense. Leave them on the rifle. Okay. Your mediocre shooter, you put him, you train him on the machine gun, especially if he don't wear glasses. I don't want a machine gunner to wear glasses. If he wear glasses, I don't want him on my machine gun. I'm sorry. Put him on the RTO. Make him the radio man. You know, and the thing is, too, you select your radio man to get you fucked up. I'll give you this. Here, read this. And give each one, and you read it, and you saying, oh, through yonder light, the dawn breaks. It is the east, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, give it the next man. Damn bike. Okay, he ain't the RTO. Ain't nobody gonna understand him over no scratchy ass radio. You know what I'm saying? Who the damn motherfucking break? No, that's truth. Truth. Give me that. Get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because Sly, what good is the RTO if no one understands what he's saying over the radio? What good is he if you don't understand what he's saying? Your radio man is your lifeline. He's almost important. Him and your medic.
I'm about to say, would he would have to survive, right? Like,
yeah. Okay. I mean, I know how to operate you all know how to operate a radio. Yeah. But this motherfucker here, fucking frequent, and this, that, and other, and step down frequency, and this basic repairs of it. Oh man, fucking the left band, the band channel is out. Man, hold on, give me. And he got a screwdriver and shit flying, and you looking, man, what the fuck? But thing is, 5 minutes later, he got you. Hey, hold this antenna. You like, what? Just hold it. Yeah. And then he go. He said, yeah, okay, it's working now. It's transmitting. He shocked the shit out of you. Hold the antenna. That little backpack radio got that much transmission juice, bro. Okay. How about that? A PRC 68 will shock the shit out of you. But he hold the antenna because it's on the other side. It ain't on the radio. You gotta hold the antenna, and he click it. And you feel that? No, feel what? Then he fuck with it. Click. Ah! Yeah, it's working. Now you can get on Alpha. Charlie 72, Charlie 72. Da 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 da. Then you come through Charlie 72. It's working. Okay, which way we move for such and such east? 400. 150 kilometers at 210 degrees, 250 kilometers. Get there. Stop. Wait till pop smoke. Pop green smoke. Pop green smoke. Y'all get there. Fucking green smoke. Slide in about 5 minutes. You went Without that radio, man, we would have been fucking dead. I can't fix no goddamn radio. But that's what he does.
That's what he does, yeah.
Yeah. So, man, but I'm telling you, your machine gunners tend to be your worst riflemen. And that ain't no diss, I mean, they just ain't as good a rifleman as the regular fucking soldier. But there's some machine gunners that ain't no fucking joke, dude. I mean, you just watch this. You're like, man, Sarge, look, what? See, I do it. Yeah, he's in that window. Ain't nobody in that window. Man, he comes in, he goes out. He comes in, he goes out. He comes in, he goes out. What? You know what I mean? And he, man, watch. Then you hear, because you can hear it smack the wall. Then you hear the signature, because the bullet beats it there. In that, but man, go. And you look and you see the tracers hit at the bottom of the window. Then you go up. Guess how much sound come back from that damn? I'm like, this motherfucker here. But everybody got to do their part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody. My entire section, we are still in contact with each other. And at any time, we still go places together. Now, granted, the people in the black Suburbans, they know who the fuck we are because they done sent us to do other shit, besides that shit. So, but your regular folk, they ain't ready, Sly.
No.
They ain't ready.
No.
Okay, I got 2 words. Kent State. Kent State.
Didn't that inspire the song Ohio? That was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, right?
Yeah, a couple of people made songs about it.
Okay.
Kent State. You had one reserve, and they wasn't even that. They wasn't even regular army. They wasn't even fucking ground pounders like us. They part-timers. One squad. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Took over a whole fucking scene. But you want to deal with a bunch of motherfuckers like me? Yeah, no, you don't. Sly, this critical race theory shit is bullshit. It's for the weak. It's a crutch for the weak.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's a crutch for the weak. It's a crutch for the ones that don't want to put in the work. They want the benefit. It's like, know what they are? They're the butt injection chicks. They're the butt injection chicks. They want the body. They don't want to put in the work. They're those liposuction chicks. They want the body. They want the accolades of the body, but they don't want to put in the work.
Well,